Okay, to start season 2, we made one of our biggest signings yet. Sandro Tonali from Newcastle, a world-class anchor for our midfield. Now today we're going to start our Champions League campaign, but I feel like we could use at least one more signing still. So of course, drop me a like if you want to see more of this series, and I say we get right into it. So as we start the episode, currently it's transfer deadline day. We walk into Ruben Amorim's office, and he tells us we need a backup winger, preferably someone who can play from the left or the right. And he says, do you have any ideas? Now this backup winger spot is going to be a little bit tricky. I mean, currently Xavi has got the left wing spot locked down, but I can't say the same certainty for Amad Diallo on the right. I definitely want to give him a chance to start still, at least, you know, for now to start the year. But I think we need someone in case he doesn't perform, someone who could also start in this team. So someone pretty developed here, like pretty much someone in their prime. Now the player that I have identified as our main target, I'm not sure if it's Wimmer or Wimmer, I feel like it might be Wimmer, but Patrick Wimmer from Wolfsburg. So he's an 80 overall right wing slash center mid slash striker. So pretty versatile. And he's 25 years old, so he's pretty much entering the prime of his career. And I mean, look at his stats, could really go wrong for him in a backup winger role. Like, he's just pretty solid as a player. And he also has what, 6 play styles, so that also helps. I think he's exactly what we're looking for in terms of a backup for Amad. And he's not gonna break the bank either. So I'm gonna offer about, let's try, you know, 25 million to start. It feels like a decent amount to start. Wolfsburg are going to want, they want Luke Shaw. You know what? I might actually send Luke Shaw to Wolfsburg. I might actually do that. So let's do 7.5 versus Luke Shaw, you know, almost a 30 million value probably. And they're gonna accept that. Okay, I think I'm cool with that. I was trying to sell Luke Shaw anyways. Now he accepts a rotation role, which is kind of crucial for this, so he knows he's not going to start every game. But I'll say this, there is more potential for him to, you know, break into the starting 11 if he actually is that good, so we'll see. But Patrick Wimmer signs the contract. And I mean, 30 million for a guy who could play right wing, center midfield, striker, who's 80 overall, he's still 25 years old. This could be like a hidden gem in the Bundesliga. He's just the exact type of player we need for our squad depth. So Wimmer, officially welcome to Manchester United. So our summer window is going to include Patrick Wimmer and Sandro Tonali. I feel like that's a very solid window for us now. We still have a lot of money left for January, you know, to be exact, 223 million. Now I'm saving that in case we need to sign a center back in January. If our defense is still so bad and we're conceding goals left to right, we're going to make some big changes in the center back department. So that 200 million, that could be very useful in January. For now though, for the first half of the year, we're going with this team and we are locking it in. All right though, next up is going to be our first Champions League game of the year and also of the entire series. In that season 1 finale, I did not think we'd get Champions League. I didn't think so, especially after those first 2 losses, but we somehow finished second in the Premier League. So we now got Champions League football. First game is versus Sporting. It's kind of funny, Amorim's former team. Now Sporting are a very good team, but still, if we're trying to live up to Man United standards, we should be beating Sporting. We should. So I'm gonna go normal first team. I'm gonna try De Ligt over Maguire in the middle. Maybe Maguire's pace is really just detrimental. I mean, he only has 33 pace, so I'm gonna try De Ligt in the middle between Martinez and also Lenny Yoro. I guess see how our defense looks that way. And I'm also gonna try to get Wimmer on for his debut too at some point. Otherwise though, same first team, and we start officially our Champions League campaign in this series. Now you also might have noticed we've been playing games in this series on 5-minute halves, and I kind of feel like we're getting just way too many goals, like 5-4 score lines, even 6-3 at times score lines. So we're gonna try 3-minute halves in this episode to see if the score lines are more realistic, I guess. You know, not scoring like 5+ goals every game. But okay, Champions League season is officially kicked off. Our start to the year was very shaky, losing to Leeds. We bounced back and won the next 2 games. It'll be very interesting to see what we could do in the Champions League here as Tonali. Gonna steal that from Bruno's tackle. Now Højlund is gonna feed it over to Amad. Oh man, that was a decent idea from Højlund. I'm pretty sure Sporting don't have Gyökeres anymore. I'm pretty sure they sold him already, so they don't have him, which is a good thing. At least I think they don't. Now Dalot is on a run here though. Tonali is making a nice run. Tonali gonna try to fire it over to Højlund. Oh, that was meant for Diallo. Go to Xavi instead though. Xavi is onside shot, and that's the first goal of the game. I meant for that initial pass to go to Diallo, but we found Xavi Simons. He scores the first Champions League goal of this series. I would say it's a very fitting player to score our first Champions League goal. All right though, 1-0 in 17 minutes. It's a good start right there. Diallo, great ball to Tonali actually. Tonali. This is what Ugarte just can't really do. Okay, he just got taken out as I said that. Gonna be, is that Berganza? I think it is. All right, so we got a free kick. You know what, Tonali? You were taken out. You're shooting this. Why not? Let's test out the long shots. Tonali long shot. It's right at the keeper, though. He doesn't quite have Bruno's long shots. Oh, that's a bad pass forced by Dallow's pressure. Now Bruno into Højlund, over to Xavi. Xavi, Amad, turn, over to Bruno. That is beautiful football, and Bruno Fernandes scores. Okay, we've started this game off pretty strong here. 30 minutes, 2 goals that are pretty well worked. Defense so far solid. I like how we look right now. It's like in this series, no lead is safe ever now. Okay, that was a rough tackle. De Ligt. Oh, I just missed a tackle there. And we just got so lucky we didn't concede right there. Yeah, that would have been completely my fault, actually, if they scored that. Okay, De Ligt is, that's a pretty far forward run. Looks like Julian Janssen, actually. Now, Amad Diallo, though, a chance to make it 3, and Diallo makes it 3. Bro, Sporting's defense looks almost worse than ours. 40th minute almost, it's 3-0 to United. I mean, I love to see our front three, like, clicking together. Amad's had really a great start to the year. It's why we signed him a backup instead of a replacement, really. All right, though, so far, so good. I mean, I reduced the game length to score less goals. We got 3 in the first half, though. Okay, still 45 minutes to settle this win. Definitely going to see Wimmer's debut in this game, though. Okay, that was Berganza tackle on Delict with the yellow card. That could have been a red, really. That one was that was questionable, to say the least. Oh, that was handball by Martinez. No, it wasn't. I feel like that was his foot. They got a free kick now in a pretty dangerous spot, which that's going to be sent in. Højlund. Good clearance. Gonna be right back, though, for a chance. Gonçalves, player, probably their most dangerous player, along with Trincao. Now, that's a good ball into Gonçalves. Back to Santos, pass over, that's good defending, back to Onana, that was good defending. I think Lenioto had the block right there. Bruno over to Tonali, now Højlund is on the inside run, that was meant for Højlund, not Xavi, bro. Højlund was in. Now Tonali, you got room for another long shot, we're not going to shoot it though, we're going to go to Amad. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Now Bruno's gonna cross this in. Oh, that's such a good cross, but keeper comes out for it. Cross had a nice angle to it. Okay, I think it's time for Patrick Wimmer's debut for United. So let's get him on. Let's get Javi on for Tonali. Let's do Bailey Walker for Mazraoui. And I think also let's do Obi for Højlund. Let's do that. Okay, Patrick Wimmer, first appearance for the club. Ahmad had a very solid game, but let's see what the new guy can do. And also hopefully not try and lose this lead. Okay, thankfully that guy's offside. That could have been pretty bad. All right, Wimmer's first touch. You know, he stays with it. It's a nice strength there shown by him. Now Bailey is gonna send it to Obi. Through ball to Wimmer. Wimmer. Oh, good touch right there, actually. Wimmer is going to stop. Plays it back to Bruno. Over to Javi. Into Xavi. Xavi's going to find it. One more pass over to Dallo. Now Dallo, pass over into Xavi Simons. What a goal there by Man United. Okay, this has been one of the cleanest performances of the entire series, I think, so far. I mean, that was all the way from Wimmer to the right, all the way to the left, like everyone involved. Dallo assist and Xavi goal to make it 4-0. Yeah, this is probably going to be our easiest game of the episode, but we're taking care of business, though. Now, is the clean sheet going to be ruined, bro? Is the clean sheet going to be ruined? Shot. It's going to be blocked. Berganza's shot also, Yodo's going to block it. All right, clean sheet is still alive. A minute left to go. Corner in. That's going to be cleared by Wimmer. Trincao is going to try to get it back in. Oh, what was that skill right there? That was insane. Yeoman shot. Bro, of course I cannot keep a clean sheet. Of course. I can't believe it. 10 seconds left and they score. And they're celebrating like they won the game. Relax. It's 4-1. Bro, that game was perfect for 89 minutes. And then just last minute they scored. That's so unfortunate. Still, though, it was a good performance. A nice start to our Champions League season. All right, so we had Sim wins versus Crystal Palace and then Brighton after that Sporting game. So that sees us now in 3rd place in the Prem after 5 games, which is pretty good. I mean, the only blemish being that Leeds loss, really. But as you can see, Arsenal 5 games, 5 wins. Man City 5 games, 5 wins. And next up, we face the team that, man, I'm sick of facing them along with Spurs. But we are facing Manchester City next. Now, kind of a sad note, I simmed a game in the Carabao Cup versus QPR in our very first round, and they beat us 2-1. So last year, what did we make it to the Carabao Cup final? This year, knocked out in round 3 of the Carabao Cup. So that's not great, but I guess we can focus more on the Champions League and also on this Man City game next. Now, I think last game Delict played good in that middle center back spot, so I'm not changing it for City. This game might be a bigger test for who's better, Maguire or Delict, but same team for this Manchester derby. You know, this derby's actually been pretty even. I feel like they've beaten us and we beat them, but every game is close though. Like, we knocked them out in the Carabao Cup semis, and then they beat us in the Prem. We had a 2-goal lead. They came back to 3-2. There's just been some drama in this matchup between these two teams. Now, last year, they got back to form and won the Premier League, so this is the current Premier League champion. You know, a much bigger test for us this year. Probably our biggest test so far. Just the defense is going to be the main concern here. The main concern. But who knows? We'll see. Now, Xavi just faked out that defender in a Bruno. Now, Bruno's got options. Oh, that was going to be a perfectly timed pass to Højlund. That was going to be perfect. Okay, Diallo almost stole that. Man City looking shaky here. Diallo win the header over to Xavi. Xavi is gonna, no, man, Bruno is right there open for a long shot. Hey, Bruno, man, Tonali gets forward, which makes me a little nervous, but he gets into good spots though, so I'm cool with it for now. As Xavi over to Højlund. Højlund shot, and that's going to be 1-0 to Man United. Man, our attack looks amazing to start the season. It looks amazing. We have absolutely no issue scoring goals right now, like no issues. In the same way Amad's playing so well, we didn't sign a replacement for him. I mean, Højlund is even bigger than that. He's been on fire for this whole entire series so far. And that continues. Man United 1, Man City 0. And again, the 16th minute. Didn't we score in this minute in the last game? That's a little bit spooky. Tonali. Oh, I thought Tonali would get that, but Delict. Okay, Delict just destroyed Haaland, like destroyed him. I like to see that from our center back. Now, Højlund is kind of in here again. Is he have a pass? Okay, hold up. Oh, he got taken out. It's going to be a penalty. Diaz went for the tackle and I stopped and I waited to see if Højlund is going to go into it and he did. Bro, this looks like a dive here, like such a dive, but Højlund punishes Diaz for the, I guess, you know, the very rash tackle. Now, Captain Bruno Fernandes, he's taking this one. It's a really important penalty, so we give it to our captain. Could have went to Real Madrid last year, decided to stay, and he is going to put that in the top right-hand corner. 23 minutes in, this has been a great start for us versus Man City, a great start. I will take the gift from Ruben Dias, though. I'll take it. We got to give some props to De Ligt for, you know, stopping that chance initially that led to the counterattack. Saying that, though, Haaland's got space here. Oh my, we just couldn't take him out. Thankfully, the shot goes wide, but he's like powered through all three of my center backs right there. That is how scary he is. Inez over to Dallo. Dallo is going to get by here on the side. Now we're going to try a cross here, crossover. Okay, it's meant for Højlund. Goes to Diallo, though. Nali over to Bruno. Bruno. Oh, no. Okay, that's going to work, actually. Tonali's going to stop. Give it over to Bruno. Now, Bruno. Tonali's making a run here. Can I hit Tonali? Oh, he's going to be offside. Okay, actually, that's going to win a corner. I will take that right there. And Grealish subbed off. That's an early sub for them. Bro, Grealish just got pulled in the 38th minute. Bro, Pep is not happy about this performance. Like, not at all. Tonali, great steal. Quick pass to Amad Diallo. Under pressure shoots, and it's 3-0 to Manchester United. Bro, this kind of feels like the Sporting game, except for the penalty. We're finding some form, though. We are finding some form. And once again, Amad Diallo, that's a great finish under pressure right there. Now, De Ligt again on Haaland. Man, we are shutting out their offense right now. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but we're looking pretty good right now. Bruno is going to slide it to Xavi. Xavi, Højlund. Oh, I was going to play it to Højlund. Wait. Goes to Tonali. He's going to go for a shot. Okay, it bounces awkwardly. Is that their free kick or ours? I think it was theirs. All right, the first half, 3-0. I mean, I have no complaints. Dare I say that was domination from us. Sandro Tonali over to Dallo. Now, I want to see if crossing is ever going to work, bro. I want to send in crosses, but they're just so bad. And I always cross it to Diallo for some reason. Højlund. He's not going to try to get that over Ederson, but every cross today has gone to the one player that I don't want it to go to, Diallo. Oh, man, that's a missed tackle. It's going to be a finish near post, and Man City might be back in this game now. Bro, I made one mistake defensively, just one mistake, let Savinho buy me, and they just punished me for that one mistake. Okay, 60th minute, it's 3-1. We cannot let them come back here like last time. Dallo over to Xavi Simons. Xavi. And try to go for a shot. Rodri, that's a good tackle from the last Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, that goal is giving them life here. Okay, that's another missed tackle by me. De Ligt, though, in Haaland. That is a strong tackle, but a bad pass again by me. Bro, I'm just asking for a comeback right now. I'm asking for it at this point. Yeleni Yoto, what is that? Okay, I don't know what it was, but he won it back, though, so I'm cool with it. Bro, I meant for that to go to Bruno, not to De Ligt. Okay, that time it wasn't me, bro. I meant for that pass to go to Bruno. What is this sequence? That's another tackle, this time by Yeleni Yoto again. Can we keep this ball for 2 seconds, please? Thank you. Okay, everyone relax. Now, oh man, Diallo was in for the second. I missed him, though. He was in. Bruno over to Højlund. Back to Xavi. Xavi long shot. It's going to bounce over to Kabore, though. All right, as long as time goes down, I think we'll be fine. Can now let them score a second here. Okay, that's a bad pass. No, it bounced right back to him, though. That's so unfortunate. What was that? Foden? He got so lucky right there. Silva. Okay, De Ligt might be defensive man of the match this game. He's played so well. Man, I feel bad for Maguire, but he actually might be better in this setup right now. We got 8 minutes. You know, let's slow this down. Let's not let them have the ball. Try and get this clock down. They're pressuring, though. Martinez over to Bruno. Bruno is going to... No, man, Diallo was in. Bruno. Okay, I went for a tackle, but Bruno went for the shot instead. Okay, at this point, I don't think a comeback is possible. No, it's not going to be possible. All right, so a big test for City. A 3-1 win. Man, that's a statement right there. And I will say, with the lower time, I feel like it's a more realistic scoreline, like 3-1. It's not, 6-3. Now, it might be 4-1 if Diallo can score here, but he's not going to score there. All right, though, full time 3-1. That's one of the cleanest, again, wins of the series against a good team. Man City played better in the second half, but not enough to overtake our scoreline. This team might be on the rise. We might be on the rise right now. Now, I really need to not get too ahead of myself because like that last game was a test. Our next game is another test, but a big one in the Champions League. So after our first win, we're currently sitting in 7th. If we win our next game, we'll jump up to maybe 2nd too, which is nice. But that game is going to be versus Barcelona, as you can see bottom left. So Man United versus Barcelona, by far our biggest test in European football so far. I mean, for them, it looked like pretty much the same Barca team plus Marcus Thuram up top, who's a really good striker, as we know. And also Udogie. I mean, that's a pretty solid team right there. All right, this one is going to be interesting. Now, I think for us, I'm going to go probably just same lineup. I mean, this lineup's played so well today. I don't think I could change it. So same team, and it's Man United versus Barcelona. Look at that. The lights are out at Old Trafford. Champions League football is back here at Manchester United. I will say these last 2 games have given me a lot of confidence, though, against a team like Barcelona. I feel like we could beat them if we keep playing this way. So let's see if we keep this up. Now, Thuram is one of the most underrated players in this game, I think. We had him in the Real Madrid series. He is so good at striker, so that's going to be a scary player to try and defend. Okay, Dallo up to Xavi. Xavi. Gonna play it back to De Ligt. De Ligt. Oh my. Okay. Whoa. Bro, I thought his touch was so bad. He actually planned that. Okay, how did he actually win that, though? Bruno? Bro, that's a very sloppy start, but Bruno has it, though. And now Bruno is turning on the Jets here. Højlund, can you reach this? Cross in. Højlund. Oh, man, that looked good. Nali over to Dallo. Dallo is going to try to fire this in to someone. Bro, that's the weakest, like, low cross I've ever seen. Now, Lamine Yamal. Sandro Martinez is going to cover him pretty well there. Hey, apparently they're profiling Amad Diallo as a player to watch. Man, what a pass by Bruno. Diallo's gonna get to that? Bro, that pass was disgusting into Xavi. Xavi, oh my. Xavi tries to find the pass. No, man, that shot angle is just not there for us. So far, the attack, though, still looks deadly. Dani Olmo, Rafinha. Okay, Rafinha, we gotta watch him. That is a player that is gonna get free at some point. Oh, I just said it, bro. I just said it. I literally jinxed it. Rafinha gets a sliver of space and he scores from that far out. 29th minute, Barca 1, United 0. Bro, we had literally like a second of time on the ball there before he shot. I guess that is how dangerous of a player he is. Okay, we need to recuperate here. Relax. And now let this get out of hand. Bro, Rafinha is having a game. He might be in form here. Thuram shot. Oh, okay. Thank you. Dani Olmo's offside. If he was onside there, that was going to be a continuation of our just bad luck in this series. The fact the ball bounced to him there. All right, they got a free kick. They're having a good spell since they scored. Now that cross was good, but okay, cleared. Xavi, okay, that was meant for Højlund, but I guess, no, it's not fine. Bro, that went to the wrong player. Now, Lamine Yamal goes for a shot, and Barca are up 2-0 now. I mean, a bad giveaway by me falls to one of the best young players in the world. And I mean, so far, Barca are teaching us a lesson. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate, though. 2-0 in the 44th minute. Started off strong, but now in a 2-goal hole. And that's going to be halftime. Okay, we made comebacks before. We know we can do it again. See if we can do it against one of the best teams in Europe. Oh, Leniotto, that's a strong tackle. It was clean, but the ball falls to Yamal, though. Oh, okay, no, I couldn't switch to De Ligt in time. So Dani Olmo just runs free and he's going to score. Bro, I couldn't switch to De Ligt in time. When I switched to him, he was standing still. All right, though, now the defense looks like it's reverting to our old defensive habits. Barca 3, United 0 in the 54th minute. That is so sad, though. That one especially is so preventable. Bro, their wingers are just causing so many issues. Lamine Yamal, oh my, what a dribble there. Dani Olmo goes for an outside the boot shot and he is going to hit the crossbar. And they're just in form this game, like they're in form. Bruno, oh, bro, that was meant for the fullback. Bruno was firing that to like Højlund or someone up top, but we just like not being connected this game in terms of our passing. All right, 3 subs on. We got Wimmer coming on, Bailey Walker, and also Vuskovic. 3-0, 50 minutes left. This game's probably not going to be any points for us. Like, we have simply just been taught a lesson in Europe. Where is that pass even going? That was meant for Højlund. Or literally, my pass in this game has been so bad. Like, they have truly like just thrown us off our game. Xavi looking for their 4th, which De Ligt, oh, that tackle. You gotta be kidding me. We make a tackle when it falls right to Marcus Thuram. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I might have one more chance here. Wimmer over to Højlund. Højlund, I was gonna get it back to Wimmer. That was a good pass by him. But okay, Barca 4, United 0. That is a humbling in Europe, you know, facing one of Europe's best teams. And we simply just got taught a lesson. We got beaten by the better team. It's so funny. We beat Man City pretty comfortably and then lose that bad to Barcelona. I mean, that just highlights so far the inconsistency in this series here. All right, so next 2 Prem games, we had a draw versus Southampton, then a win versus Nottingham Forest. So I'd say not too bad. That is going to put us currently in 3rd place in the Premier League. I mean, I don't think I'm expecting us, you know, to challenge for the title this year. I just want to get top 4 again. The most important thing for this club right now is to get back-to-back years staying in the Champions League. So in terms of that, it's been a good start. Now, I said earlier, though, that Sporting was going to be the easiest game of today. That's because our next game is back in the Champions League, but this time versus Juventus. Now they're in 5th, so they've started the year off 2 games, 2 wins. And once again, we're facing one of Europe's best teams. It's another big test for our team. From the way they look, they have Tchouaméni as a new signing, Nathan Ake. Also, Kenan Yildiz in there. Kenan Yildiz is a target in this series. You know, he's on our short list. I'm not sure if we're ever going to sign him, but he is on our short list at least. Now, I think for this game, though, I want to give Patrick Wimmer a chance to start. I'm also going to do Walker for Mazraoui, and I think we will go with that. So 2 changes for us. I mean, how are we going to respond after a 4-0 thrashing by Barcelona? Now, if we lose this game without a fight, I'll be kind of worried in Europe because that'll be 2 games against, you know, big teams where we really stand a chance. So I need to see some fight from this team in this game, some fight. Like, Barca pretty much dominated us. See what we can do versus not as good as Barca, but Juventus is still pretty good. You know, I should say probably pretty good. Okay, Lookman just did a 360 and then scored. Okay, I'm going to blame Onana on this one. I'm blaming Onana. Bro, Lookman did literally a 360. I got 360 no scope. In FC, like, what am I playing right now? De Ligt pushed Onana. He literally did a 360. I got trick shotted by him. And then Onana, bro, he should be making that save. He should be. That's a blatant just miss. I got nothing on the ball. And okay, that is a horrendous start for us. We just made Lookman look like Lionel Messi. Bro, I don't like any part of this start here. Thankfully, Lookman's offside there. I do not like how we started, though. I don't like it. Or like, where is the team from the first 2 games? Where are they at? It feels like I'm playing a different team right now. Oh, that's a really good cross header. And Kenan Yildiz scores. It's going to be 2-0 in 15 minutes to Juventus. Bro, it feels like I'm using a different team, like literally. What a cross, though. I can't fault it. What a cross. Also, the header, too. I mean, that was just a beautiful play. Bro, those first 2 games literally like catfished me. I thought we were going to be a different team this year. Bailey Walker, great run. And then, oh, Wimmer's going to lose it, though. Okay, we need to relax here. We're not going to get it come back by losing our head. You stay calm. It's only 2-0 unless he scores here, which honestly he might. Lenny Otto makes a very good tackle, so he doesn't. Now, Bruno, Højlund. Oh, bro, we just can't find Højlund in the last 2 games now. Our passing has just been off. Really, it's like night and day from the first 2 games. Like literally night and day. Sandro Martinez, good tackle. Now we're going to run Xavi. You got space to run now. Xavi is going to slide it over to Sandro Tonali. Shot. Oh, man, I need that finish, bro. I need it. And that's such a tough miss. Bailey to Wimmer. Wimmer, good. Oh, that was almost a great ball to Bruno. Bruno, oh, we could have stole that. Wimmer kind of steals it back. And then he just got taken out, though. All right, this is getting a bit chaotic right now. They got a free kick to end the first half. Basically, if they score this and make it 3, I might walk out of the stadium. Okay, they don't. Okay, we got a big 45 minutes coming now ahead of us. This could define our Champions League season this year. Outplayed by Barcelona and so far outplayed by Juventus too. Come on, find the form from the first 2 games. Find it. Højlund, Bruno, over to Patrick Wimmer. No, Bruno's pass wasn't great though. It was kind of right at the Juventus defender. Xavi, good touch there. Bruno into Wimmer. Now Wimmer, good touch. Come on, try to find something. He's gonna stop. Over to Bruno. Into, okay, well, that's Bruno actually. Bruno, there he is. The shot is going to be saved though. Okay, Bruno's got space here now. This kind of his long shot spot. You know what? Why not? Oh, of course, it goes right off the defender though. Bruno stops over to Xavi. Xavi, Højlund in good spot. Højlund tries to find a shot, but Vermeer is going to stop him. Vermeer is just too strong. All right, time is running out. We got 20 minutes. We played better in the second half, but have not found any goals yet. We got another free kick now. This time it's going to be Yildiz, and the wall does their job blocking it. We got to score like right now to make a comeback, like literally right now. Walker, clearance is really not the best. The shot is going to go wide. All right, officially 50 minutes. This is our chance. Here's our last chance. Gotta score quick. Bruno is gonna play a good ball over to Bailey. Now Bailey gonna feed it to Højlund. Højlund, oh man, he's just too far behind. Whoa, what, bro? Again, what was that touch from Højlund? Bro, there's no other player that has that kind of touch. Is that really just like his ball control stat? Like, what is that? Crossover, header. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, again, that's gonna be Onana. Bro, there's no reason a header from that far out should be going in. It's probably not gonna change the outcome of the game whether this goes in or not, but still, there's no way that Yildiz should be scoring from that far out. Like, Andre Onana, I am looking straight at you right now. I mean, that's a shot that he should save. It goes right under him. That's 2 goals this game that are pretty much on Onana. I mean, he hasn't played bad in this series. He's played, you know, pretty okay. Made some good saves at times, but bro, like I can almost blame him for this game here alone. All right, there's the last chance for us. Wimmer, that's a good touch, man. Wimmer feels really good on the ball. This is a really good run from him. The shot is going to be a save. Last chance, ball into our new signing. Can he find a goal here? Can he find something to celebrate? Finesse shot. This shot is going to go wide. All right, though. A 3-0 loss versus Juventus. 2 games in Europe now. Barcelona, Juve. We just simply did not look good at all. I mean, like, again, I'm not trying to be harsh on Onana. I'm really trying not to be. I do like him. But you can see his form arrow is down. And I think truly 2 goals in that game at least are his fault. Like, literally his fault. That first shot in that game from Lookman that he should have saved. I mean, that pretty much just ruined our momentum that game. So I think he's still obviously going to be the starter. But with January around the corner, I'm starting to have some questions. I mean, it's not too hard to find a keeper that's probably better than Onana, and that's going to be something to heavily think about. But okay, we finished today currently sitting in 3rd in the Premier League, but more alarmingly, we sit 26th in the Champions League. So yeah, we're going to need to climb up this table pretty quickly here if we want to make it to the, you know, the knockout stage. I mean, look at our schedule. We face Bayern still in the Champions League. We face Porto. It's not going to be easy to make it to even like the playoff round. Now, so far, I think Patrick Wimmer, he hasn't scored yet, but in the few appearances he made, I think he actually looked really good. I got a lot of confidence, you know, bringing him off the bench. I got confidence in him. But in saying that, we still need a backup left winger, a backup for Xavi. Since we didn't sign one, I feel like we could probably look in the youth academy for a backup left winger. And I mean, we all know what we're thinking here. You know, left winger plays for Manchester United. We have sent a scout to Portugal, and we're looking for a left winger who could play inside forward. Do I need to say anything else? We'll get those scouting reports back in the next episode. But as usual, drop a like if you want to see more of this series. And on screen is a video that you might like too.